What's up, everybody? Sorry I'm a little late. I wanted to be a little earlier than this, but you have no idea the mad dash there is when the stream starts behind the loading screen there, trying to get all these things together. Working on getting a ticker down at the bottom with the first round in it. Wonder how easy it would be to continue to add these picks in as we go along. Probably not that easy. So we're going to do a second round mock draft. I'm pretty disappointed in the Draft Network. They did not update their stuff to make it so it's real seamless to just jump right into the second round. So we'll be using PFFs today. But before we get started, let's see, any questions? How did you guys enjoy the draft? What was your favorite part? Animaniacs, you're right, man. I can't believe that Tevin Jenkins is still available, but somebody's going to scoop him up nice and early, and he's going to be a good value pick. I think he's part of the reason, a lot of the offensive tackle depth is a lot of the reason why the Bengals felt comfortable taking Chase. Also, did you guys see that Jamar Chase will be wearing number 1 for the Bengals? That's pretty sweet. I like that. That's going to be fun to see. It's going to look a lot like Madden or like, college, I guess, but a weird blend. I wonder if like punters and stuff will start rocking like the 40s and 90s. Oh man, Blurpy, you're excited about Mac Jones? So, I'm going to read what I wrote down about that. So, okay. So I feel like now it makes sense why they were feeding us all this Mac Jones hype. It's because they wanted us to slowly dislike him more and more, so that, once the Patriots drafted him, we could go back to hating the Patriots like we used to. So, I guess I'm excited about that. Old habits die hard. Let's see. This is just like a lot going on one screen here. All right. How is the sound and stuff, guys? Everything good? Music's not too loud? See if I can set it to where I can hear myself a little bit. Oops. Yeah, Jalen Phillips is a nice pickup for them, man. I'm surprised that they kept him local, but it makes sense, I think that Miami is, if he's gonna feel motivated to do anything for a city of Miami definitely deserves Jalen Phillips' appreciation and effort here. What should we do with this big blank space underneath the screen? It feels silly. Sorry, John, you gotta get back to work. My internet is being hella rude right now. Acting like it can't handle this. Alright, let's just get to it, because, oops. I'm cheating. Oh, and my AirPods dropped out. Cool. Alright, so let's just get on into it. Let me zoom this out a little bit, see if I can make it a little bit bigger for y'all. Or at least see a little bit more. I don't want to lose too much clarity as far as the words on the screen, though. There we go. That's a little bit better, I think. All right, let's see. We've got the Jaguars, and Javon Moehrig makes the most sense, I think. I was steady mocking him at 24. They went with Travis Etienne instead. I'm down for that. I thought that was a solid move. It's all about Trevor Lawrence and making him as happy and comfortable as possible. So, yeah. I think that Moehrig right here makes the most sense. You guys hit me with the chat's already popping, which is awesome. Hit me with the @ in there if you've got like a legit question for me or something you want to direct just towards me or mention, because otherwise my eyes can't pick up on all the text here and focus on this. Let's see. Then we've got the Jets, and let's see. They went. Who did they go? They went with Zach Wilson. And then that's right, they had the trade up for Elijah Vera Tucker, which I was very shocked that the Vikings moved away from him. But what are you going to do? I thought that was actually a pretty solid move. I don't know what the compensation was for that off the top of my head. It'd be cool if they told you here. Nah. Can't be mad though. At least they have their setup to where I didn't have to like manually go in and make all the trades and stuff. But they're kind of a tough pickup here. I think that a receiver now, it looks like they're going for the same thing the Jaguars are doing, making sure they can build everything possible around their quarterback, get him as comfortable as possible. Although, oh man, Asante Samuel here would make a lot of sense too. Although he's a little smaller. He'd be the Jason Verrett, I guess. But was that even really a good scheme fit, or was that just 49ers picking up a talented cornerback? I don't really know. I swear TV, any chance the Jaguars take, I'm assuming you're talking about Barmore? Yeah, I think totally that they could. But I think that I think the Moerig's going to probably be the top pick. I was kind of hoping that there might be a trade at some point already today, that somebody might have traded up or used this time. Maybe we'll see it a little bit closer to the actual draft. But ooh, you're thinking JOK here? There's so many talented players left, man. This is pretty wild. I knew that this was going to happen. Every single mock draft would be like, oh, there's no way such and such falls beyond this or that. And it's like somebody's got to fall. You know, you can't take, there's only 32 players to go in the first round. So I think really these top three players, cornerback, let's see who else they have a cornerback to choose from here. Oh man, please don't take Javon Holland. Kelvin Joseph, I could see being a little bit early for him, but let's see. Yeah, Jets, I think they will go best player available. Tyson Campbell, that's a good pickup for them. I didn't even see him on there. I hate these rankings sometimes. What? Oh, there he is. All the way at the bottom. They have him ranked 108. And look, his average draft position is a lot higher. This is how you know. Can you guys see that? This is the very bottom. This is how you know that PFF's rankings are a little bit skewed sometimes. And this is when you can find the outliers too. When a guy's ADP, because it seems like everyone's ADP is usually a little, like a greater number, which means they come later in the draft than their actual ranking. See, everybody's is a little bit skewed. The only guy on this list that has the average draft position. So people actually have had to go and search Tyson Campbell out, like I just did, to find him. That's tough. It does make a lot of sense though. At this pick, let's go with it. Let's do it. Where'd he go? I lost him again. Scrolling too fast. There we go. All right, Tyson Campbell. I like that. As a good scheme fit, a good potential pick. So we'll go with that. Falcons now. They took Kyle Pitts earlier. My buddy Ryan is a Falcons fan. Ryan, if you're watching, sorry I didn't get back to you guys. Terrible with communication. He was saying linebacker or safety for the Falcons. This could be a spot for JOK, but I kind of think that he was doing that because he was saying that from a Madden standpoint. Let's see. Do you think the Panthers will take O-line in both rounds, or should they take a safety or a linebacker? I think that the Panthers need to start focusing some draft picks here once in a while on offense. Ooh, Aziz. Chase, I thought that the Tryon pick was a good move. I think that it's pretty funny how obvious it was that the Bucs were going to take a defensive end or an edge rusher. But yeah, I thought that was a good pickup for them. Let's go. I like the Azeez Ojulari pick here, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Let's go with that for the Falcons. John, very salty. Eagles better get J-OK. Well, there he's up next. If he can make it past the Dolphins here. That's actually... Who do the Dolphins do again? Jalen Phillips, that's right. Man, what a price they paid for Jalen Waddle. Like, that was not their original plan. And this is why I thought it was weird that they moved up immediately after the 49ers trade. Like, it didn't make sense to get the Eagles involved in that move. Like, they could have sat there and then said the day of to move up. But who knows? Because Justin Fields is still on the clock. People might have raised the price up because they thought that, quarterback or whatever. But Richie Grant? This is way too early for Richie Grant, you think? Wow, Isaiah, 13-32. That's pretty good, man. That's a good number. I feel like, Jay, a lot of people are going to want Tyson Campbell. No, Terrence Marshall is not gone yet. What was it? He has what was the medical flag that he had recently? He's one of the receivers I could see falling a little bit more. For the Dolphins, man, I actually think that they could go with J-OK here. All right, Eagles. Sorry, who was that? Sorry, Sloppy Joe. Man, Sloppy Joe, how worried were you that the Eagles were going to draft Justin Fields when they traded up with the Cowboys last night? Let's see. Thoughts on Stokes for the Packers? Yeah, it was. Seemed like a reach, but it was also, a good fit, and he's got, the athletic profile that you're going to look for. We'll see how they pull that new scheme together in Green Bay. It's going to be the big difference. Yeah, well, could be the biggest difference, depending on if Aaron Rodgers really pushes himself out of there, but we'll see. All right, so I think that the Eagles have got to go corner or linebacker here, right? Let's see what we got left on the linebackers. Nick Bolton, Jabril Cox. All of these guys feel somewhat of reaches, except for maybe Bolton. Who have we got at corner? Still on the board, Elijah Molden. Oh, that's safety. Sorry, I was going to say Elijah Molden could be a corner, but it doesn't look like the corners. There we go. Biblical Beast, I thought that I called that actually as soon as the medicals or the back issues came to light. I mentioned the Titans in one of my mock drafts about being the team. Oh, this makes too much sense right here. Sorry, Eagles. Sorry to interrupt my breakdown there. Eagles taking Asante Samuel makes way too much sense. Yeah, good call, Yuri. I thought that the Titans, based on the Jeffrey Simmons move, they made the most sense as somebody that was going to be willing to take a chance on a guy with an injury situation, and it does make the most sense to me. Let's see. It could backfire on them. It's a risk that you'd be surprised that somebody would be willing to take a risk based on what happened with their... Was it last year? Yeah, with the last year's first round pick. So... who's your biggest faller of round 2? I don't know. We only just started. Let's see. When we get there. Can I recap the picks? All the picks at the bottom from the first round are on the ticker at the bottom here. If you need a recap here, I guess. Let's see. Round 2. We went Morig, Tyson Campbell. So a bunch of guys that pretty much the top 4 guys here I almost had consistent, except maybe Tyson Campbell. I had these guys sort of consistently in the first round. Asante Samuel and Tyson Campbell, they were in and out of the first round. But yeah. All right, so woof. The Bengals went with Jamar Chase. Let's go and take a peek at their the depth chart here and see is it. So you got Jonah Williams, right tackle though, Riley Reef. That's right. I don't know if I don't think that he's actually going to be in their long-term plans. I think they could actually prefer to have some interior help. But Tevin Jenkins is definitely an option here. Let's look at the interior offensive lineman. See what we're working with. What's left? Ooh, Landon Dickerson. That's right, because didn't they draft... is it Michael Jordan from... Is he from Ohio State? Trey Hopkins, Billy Price. Oh, no, sorry. I think they took two. These guys are both from Ohio State, right? Billy Price and Michael Jordan. None of which have worked out. Landon Dickerson would be a solid move here. Tackle or guard. Yeah. Yeah, that's Jay Marshall. You hit it on the head. I'm thinking it's got to be Tevin Jenkins or Landon Dickerson here for sure for them. They kind of took a luxury pick before. Let's go with the healthy option in Tevin Jenkins. All right, Panthers on the clock here. Liam Eichenberg, I heard, could go earlier than expected. Maybe he goes to Miami. Yeah, I didn't even see him on there. Once again, another guy. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there's some good tackles left. The Panthers stole a corner. Sons of bitches. Sloppy Joe, probably not. I'm still on dad duty. Right now is actually nap time for the Twins, so I was able to have some time. Plus, during the summer and the next football season, this is around the time I kind of expect to go live on a regular basis, so kind of wanted to see how it would float. Wow, over 200 people in here right now. That's awesome. What's up, everybody? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. You know the drill. But yeah, this is the time of day that I plan on doing this during the next football season. So yeah, Sloppy Joe. It's good to be able to come together and screw over the Giants. That's for sure. And CeeDee Lamb will always be better than Devontae Smith, just so you know. All right. Panthers, they went corner. They could have gone tackle. They could have gone guard. They could have gone wide receiver. I'm thinking they got to go offensive tackle here, right? Panthers have got to start building that up. Let's take a peek at theirs. All right, Greg Little. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Greg Little and Cameron Irving. That's not gonna get it done for old Sammy D. So let's go with the tackle here. I could see them being very Liam Eichenberg-ish here. They seem like the type. Actually, let's go with Sam Cosmi. Athletic offensive tackle. And I'm a Texas fan, so hook 'em. Yeah, Tim, I agreed. They should go Elijah Moore. That seems like a very luxury pick. I think that Elijah Moore is going to go here at 41. The Broncos, those sons, they didn't even need a corner. They didn't even need one, and they took him. Yeah, Angel, me too, man. I was super salty about that. But what are you gonna do? Let's see. We've got Cosmi's gone for this pick. We just had him. Who are you guys thinking for the Broncos here? They could go. Man, these rankings are so weird. They could go with a Ronnie Perkins if they want to go defensive linebacker. I don't know if. Let's check the Panthers. Or sorry, the Broncos. Denver. Oh, wow. They're actually starting Josie Jewell, or he's projected to be. It's pretty interesting. I love how our lads already has the draft picks in there. That's solid. I thought they had. I thought the Broncos signed another. Oh yeah, Ronald Darby. I guess he's just the slot. Panthers should have gone Fields. You know what, Chris Jonas? I would have had a hard time passing on Justin Fields. Honestly, that would have been real tough. I mean, I like Sam Darnold too. I don't know if I like him that much that I would have passed on Justin Fields here in the first, especially because they took one of my corners and I'm still salty about it. But yeah, Broncos. It says they have a tackle as a need. Oh yeah, right tackle could be somewhere that they wanted to focus on. It's so funny that Walker Little too. Like, we get it. You like Walker Little. You didn't need to rank him quite that high though. Let's go. Let's go Liam Eichenberg here, I think. I could see, yeah, Tommy, I agree. The Bears did win, which is crazy. I actually, in my last mock, thought that they might be the ones left holding the bag with no quarterback. So it was kind of good. It felt like they were on the edge of hopelessness. And here we go. Elijah Moore finally off the board. Good weapon for Jared Goff. This draft is all about setting up Jared Goff and or the next option. Yeah, Barmore would have been good. I think that he's going to continue to fall, though. I think the teams are a little iffy. I mean, fall. He could fall right to here, honestly, to the Giants. Let's take a peek at their depth chart here. And, but yeah, the Lions are all about getting stuff for Goff, because if he can't get it done, at least they've built around a quarterback, and then they can look at injecting a young rookie quarterback in the next year or so. All right, we get a Lockwaz 30. Tyrone, Asante Samuel went to the Eagles in this mock. Sorry, dude. Austin Johnson. Ugh. It's crazy, man. I feel like Dexter Lawrence, they got him listed as a defensive end, but obviously it's like it's a different scheme, but man, he seems like he'd be such a good nose tackle. All right, I'm not sure. I'm feeling the defensive tackle here for them either. Let's check their. Ooh, who's their center? Nick Gates. Can't say I'm too familiar. I'm going to say, you guys are all saying Barmore. He would be solid. Maybe he would allow old Dexter to jump to nose tackle then. Let's do it. Let's get him. Oh, am I wrong? So, sorry. Last night was the first time I've watched ESPN since probably last year's draft. Was there a Dexter promo in there? I can't remember what I was doing. I was like taking some notes and stuff. I feel like I saw a Dexter promo last night. I actually never finished Dexter, but I will definitely, if they're going to bring it back, I will definitely check it back out. All right, so 49ers, Trey Lance. I mean, it wasn't a huge shock. I feel like it contributed to Justin Fields falling a little bit because of the... So here are my theories with that. That having Justin Fields in that QB collective camp made them feel like they were crossing some sort of boundaries, or a rule may have been broken or something like that by having some sort of a coaching contact with a prospect way before he's even a college student, way before he's entered the NFL draft. Part of me wonders if that factored in, if there was like a blurry line that they didn't want to cross. We'll probably never know. But that was originally the dots being connected with Justin Fields at number 3 to the 49ers. And I wonder if they said, well, hey, this Trey Lance dude offers somewhat of a similar style of play, but yet makes even better choices with the ball, is not constantly looking for the home run. So let's just go for him instead. Or maybe from day one they liked Trey Lance more. So and they knew that he wouldn't actually end up lasting if they allowed, if they waited until the draft to make a trade up. But this would be a good place for Terrace Marshall. I feel like they've gone in on wide receivers. Like, I'm not really sure wide receivers listed as one of their main needs here. I could actually see them going, if they're going to get, where is he at? If they're going to go offensive line at some point, and they were at the Ohio State Pro Day, I could see Wyatt Davis being a pick here. I'm not going to take him because his ADP and his rank are much, much lower. It seems like a reach, but yeah, that would make a lot of sense for me at this point. Let's see. Michael, the real draft is going to start before you're halfway done with this at this second rate. Yeah, you might be right. I always take forever on these live ones, man, because I want to walk through the thought process, and I want you guys' contribution. Ooh, all right. The 49ers fan says Quinn Myers. Oh, look, he said somebody else. Ooh, a cornerback. Yeah, let's do that. I can see they've kind of neglected the offensive line. I could definitely see them going for Kelvin Joseph here. Ooh, that ADP is terrible, but oh yeah, Fitu Melifonwu is high too. Where do they have him ranked? That was kind of an impulse cornerback pick. Oh, okay, he's around the same. So either one of those guys looks pretty good. Cowboys, man, I've been on this. It's all right. Let me look at the actual board left, but I've been on this pick for a while. I've been pretty steady with who I think, and there he is. Yep, Javon Holland just makes too much sense for the Cowboys, especially with the fact they've got him listed as a cornerback. But especially with the fact that he can play a little bit of corner. He's got the size. Come on. There you go. He's got the length. I think that he would be a very solid pickup for the Cowboys at this point, just because he's got the flexibility to maybe bounce from corner to safety. But yeah. Jacksonville back on the clock. They have had quite a few picks now. Lawrence, Etienne, and we went with Morig 33. So let's go with offensive lineman here, I think, right? Should we fix JX? Yeah. Brandon Linder is pretty solid though, and when he's healthy, he's pretty good. So let's not try and replace him with Dickerson just yet. We're thinking offensive tackle here. Tell you what, this will also be a lot faster if my computer wasn't crying slowly here. I feel like I can't really anticipate Urban Meyer wanting to go with a North Dakota State guy. I don't know why. It just feels not right. You know what I mean? Ooh, no. You know what? This draft's all about making Trevor Lawrence as happy and comfortable as possible. So let's go with Pat Freiermuth. Let's see, the old Mac Jones, man. This is almost too predictable to a fault. Obnoxiously predictable. I think wide receiver here does make sense. Let's see. You guys think Terrace Marshall? I feel like Rondell Moore. Honestly. I'm going to go with Rondale here. I think the injuries with Terrace Marshall are going to continue to push him down. And Rondale Moore has just got that flexibility to do all kinds of gadgety stuff. So, all right. The Chargers, they had Rashawn Slater just fall into their lap. Solid pickup. Think he could probably be their offensive tackle, maybe guard. He's got all kinds of flexibility. I wouldn't stop adding to the, let's see if I get this right. LAC, right? Yep. Yeah. As much as I love O'Day, they could definitely still use some interior. But corner is a big need for theirs too. Let's see. Let's pull it like this. Interior, corner, nice. HW, do Bears go offensive tackle in round 2 or wide receiver if Terrace Marshall or Elijah Moore is still available? Where are the Bears? They might have to. I don't know, man. They're not moving up anymore. Woof. The Bears don't. Oh, there they are. 52. I'd be surprised if Terrace Marshall might be available. You guys might be able to snag him with a chance here if he falls because of that injury. Where was it? Brandon. Yeah, Bengals in low key in a great spot with all these linemen left. I think that's what they looked at. They looked at the offensive linemen. They said, "Come on, how many offensive linemen are really going to go in the first round?" They pick highly enough in the second. Who did we have the Bengals? We had them going Tevin Jenkins, but literally a 3-run offensive tackle here. They could take any 3 of those guys. It would make a lot of sense for them. So, all right, back to the Chargers. Quinn Myers for them, maybe? Would this be a good place for... Ooh, I like this place for Afitu, but not sure if that's still a reach or not. Let's do it. I think that they're going to want to get their guy. And then there's still plenty of interior offensive linemen. They really need a corner, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. Chris Harris is... No, that's right. Yeah. No, he's back. So he went to Denver for a year, and now he's back. That's what's up. Yeah, they definitely need a corner. These are pretty sad, actually. Alex Boswell, I see what you did there. All right, Raiders on the clock. Alex Leatherwood, the probably one of the bigger reaches of the night. Can somebody get Mike Mayock a mock draft or something, man? Like, what happened? Dude was like all about the draft coverage, and now I feel like he doesn't work for the NFL Network anymore. And he knows even less about the draft classes. It's crazy. I mean, that man was like, he was one of my go-tos for draft coverage, man. I like really respected his opinions and stuff when he was on. Him and Rich Eisen covering the combine, man, was one of my favorite things. Holy brightness on this light here, y'all. Hold up. There we go. Jeez, that's hurting my eyes a little bit too. HW Cowboys fan. All right, so Raiders, they can't go offensive line anymore, right? They've done enough there. Let's see. Yeah, I think they're set there. They could use a tackle still. I think that Leatherwood could end up have that tackle flex, gives them an opportunity to find either an interior or a tackle. Brandon said Raiders could take Leatherwood again with this pick. You know what? He might have still been there. Nah, he would have gone, but they would have been fine with the guys that were still available, and they could have definitely gotten some better value in the first. But what are you gonna do, man? Let's go for them. Oh, man, it's like making a mock draft pick for them just feels stupid. Like, it just feels like a waste of time, honestly. Like, they're gonna do what they want to do, and what they want to do is gonna be something that nobody is thinking of. They really could use a free safety. Yeah, Joseph, you read my mind. Elijah Molden. I can't see them going Richie Grant. He just is like almost too solid. Oh, and he's just sort of a slot. I don't know if would he be. Would he be able to play? Yeah, run defense. I think he could be free safety. Let's go with Elijah Molden, West Coast guy. Makes a lot of sense. Kind of built like Carl Joseph too. So, ooh, Cisco and Bolden. Those are doing good picks. Nick Bolden does seem like he'd be a very Raiders type of player. Let's take a look. What are their linebackers looking like? Yeah, you know what? I could have gone either way with that and been pretty happy. Nick Bolden probably needs to get drafted here soon. How about the Cardinals going with Zaven Collins, man? And they're going to play him, even though he was ballooning up to 270 or something like that. They anticipate playing him at middle linebacker. That might be the biggest middle linebacker I have ever seen. And what's up with Isaiah Simmons? We'll take him. But I'm not really sure what the Cardinals are literally lining up a hybrid defense from top to bottom. Now they got to go corner, right? They definitely need a corner. They needed a corner at 16, so. Man, it feels like the corner's dried up quick, too. Aaron Robinson. Hey, Austin Creelman doing the hard work. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Doesn't get me super excited, but I feel like I can only say I've seen so much of Aaron Robinson, you know what I mean? Not watching too many UCF games live, that's for sure. Oh, you know what, Brandon? I think you're right. North Carolina guy. Oh, man, that's who I mocked to them. Yeah, Javonte Williams would have been solid right there. You know what I really wish that all of these mock draft simulators had? Is an undo button. How awesome would it be to hit undo on these mocks? I just impulsively, picked a guy. Let me go back because I just realized somebody else would be perfect there. But, you literally have to go back and restart the whole mock draft if you want to do that. All right. Dolphins. We already covered them. They went with JOK here. They're moving, what's his name, to guard, right? I heard that right before the draft. Yeah, I think that they're moving Robert Hunt to guard. So they've definitely got a need at tackle. Is this the spot for Redunes? Walker Little? Walker Little scares me. We haven't seen Walker Little play in years, so I don't know how I feel about him anymore. He's one of those guys that just looks like an offensive tackle, right? He just looks solid. Yeah, looks like a rocked up tight end. It's 4 o'clock. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, 2019. It's scary with that. And he only played in one game. So I think that he's going to fall just because he's never been super athletic. I think he might just be too stiff to play at the NFL level. I'm going to go with Redunes here. He's a nice, small, athletic tackle. Him next to Hunt gives them a nice little combo here. All right, Washington. This has got to be a quarterback, right? I mean, if there's a spot, this is it. Kyle Trask, I think, makes the most sense here. They got to get somebody in there. They can't rely on Ryan Fitzpatrick all year long, but it made sense with what they were trying to do to just sort of continue to build on that defense, make that defense as strong as possible, make Ryan Fitzpatrick earn his money. But eventually you've got to get somebody. Kellen Mond would be cool. I actually would be kind of interested in seeing that. I just don't see I don't see them sort of turning their system into more of a mobile quarterback one. All right, Chicago now. They've got to go with either... Oh, here we go. We had a Bears fan that was looking for Terrace Marshall. Baby Allen Robinson. just in case. Oh, you wanted not for the Bears. Let's see. I can see they definitely do need to replace Corey Davis here. Wide receiver class is super deep. Oh, but it does look like it's the first round guys are gone. I think Terrace Marshall was the last of the sort of first round gradish guys. De'Ami Brown, he's probably a good contrast to what they've got down there right now. Or could we have them running back for the Dolphins? Maybe. They could replace what's his face too. Man, this is like the lag on this right now. All right. We definitely don't want. Speaking of guys taking risks on injuries, the Titans doing this over and over. Maybe Walker Little is the man here. Actually, you know, let's do that. I could see that happening, and I want to get him off the board. I'm tired of looking at his face. The Colts now. They went with Kwity Paye. That was somewhat predictable, right? It was either Kwity Paye or it was going to be an offensive tackle. Or do they have a need interior? I don't think so, right? It's just from Anthony Costanzo retiring. Who's there? Oh yeah, Ryan Kelly. I could see the Colts going with Brady Christensen. HW, I felt like I guess I didn't really answer that on the Radoon side. I'll say Radoon just because Walker Little, I think, is just too stiff. Man, I don't know if they would pigeonhole themselves to a. When do the Colts pick next? Oh, they don't have another pick in this. All right, we're gonna have to go offensive tackle for the Colts, right? Stone Forsyth. Don't overthink it. You think a running back here for the Colts? Nah. They've spent too much draft capital on running back here. I'm gonna get them a championship tackle. Well, he was once upon a time, but Radoon's to the Bears, that would have been a good fit. All right, Steelers. Ooh, man, they just lucked out. Wow, that makes too much sense. That's an easy one. If Landon Dickerson is still there at 55, you can write that one down in pen for sure. All right, Seahawks, first pick of the draft, right? Oh man, imagine trading 2 first-rounders for a strong safety, a nickel linebacker essentially. Can't be me. Are they Dwayne Brown and Brandon Shell? They definitely do need an offensive tackle, but that's been the case for a long time. This is another team that's just like I get that you want to stick to your board or whatever, but your board doesn't have to be like. Sometimes I feel like these GMs are hipsters and they just want to be so different from everybody else that they overthink it. Here we go. BYU guy. No, this is definitely their kind of pick right here. Yeah, I'm not a huge Kyle Trask fan either, but what are you going to do, man? You think David Mills is a better fit? Maybe. All right, so the Rams are now picking their first pick. They've got linebacker, guard, cornerback. Let's take a peek at their depth chart real quick. How are we doing for time? Not that great. We're going to have to pick this up. De'Ami Brown. Yeah, the Titans could go with De'Ami Brown. I could see that, but they definitely are still going to be a run-first team. Mr. Terrible, I wouldn't compare. Fields is definitely not garbage, man. I don't know where that has come from, but he was facing Bama in the title game. Trask was facing them in a regular season game. Can't throw. See, I don't even understand that narrative, to be honest. All right. Ooh, here we go. Nick Bolton, got to get him off the board. He's a little bit stiff, but makes up for it in leadership and intensity and just his motor and stuff. He's a good fit inside. All right. Chiefs now with their first pick. I feel like that Orlando Brown trade was definitely a win for them. The offensive tackles that were left on the board were not that great. It was a win for both teams, really. I think the Ravens really lucked out with who was still available for them. I mean, they literally filled their two biggest needs with those picks. Oh, okay, Mr. Terrible. That now you're starting to show yourself now with hating on names. All right. Chiefs could go. I think that they'll go wide receiver. Damn, Diami would be wild here. Just more and more speed. See how long this is taking to load? It's terrible. He's got good size too. I feel like he plays smaller. Yeah, I'm gonna get them. I think they know their offense is what gets it done for them. Ooh. Let's not do that. Just trying to tell me to leave. There we go. That would be a fail. All right. Brandon keeps bringing it. HW, there he goes. The rich get richer. All right. Browns, they went with Greg Newsome. That was a solid pickup. Greedy Williams insurance. And, if the two of them can get it done. Quinn Myers. Gino, are we talking about the Browns here? Their offensive line, actually, it's crazy. They got good coaching in there, and all of a sudden, they made a good pick with Jedrick Wills. But all of a sudden, their offensive line was just wait. Oh, okay, that's right. They did get Jack Conklin last year too. So you were probably referring to the Chiefs. Ronnie Perkins, one of the Boogie Basham. I'm gonna go with Boogie here. I think that would be a really nice pick for them. Flexing, Washington went with Kyle Trask. All right, Saints, man. I don't even understand what they were thinking there. What was his name? Peyton Turner, yeah. Oh, hey, what's up? Victor, appreciate you. Oh man, we've got.
Hey bro, keep up the amazing work.
That's what's up, dude. Thank you, man. Man, I can't even see that. Woof, I should have restarted my computer before this. It is lagging right now. All right. See, they're definitely not going to go. Let's go Jabril Cox. Let's speed this up. That's a good pickup for them. Yeah, totally not seeing your super chat for some reason in here, dude. All right. I'll find it. I'm sure it'll pop up. I'll give you a shout out next time. All right. The Bills, they went with, oh man, they stopped my man Gregory Rousseau's fall, which was interesting sort of matchup for them. I'd said in my last mock that eventually you got to find a future or a replacement for names escaping me right now. What's his name? Old Colts defensive end. Jerry Hughes. Yeah, I think that was a good pickup for them. Also gives you a little bit of insurance inside in case that Oliver doesn't sort of bounce forward, progress a lot. So you get some good interior pressure here. There it is. Wow, that took forever. Appreciate it, Victor. Let's go corner for them too, right? They needed a guy there for a while. Opposite of ooh. Let's pick it up. Take going. Do they go wide receiver here finally? Who knows, man? Who knows? Packers are weird. Like, yes, they needed a corner. I didn't anticipate it being their first round pick. All right. Let's go with Tylan Wallace. I like him here. This is good. I need to study up more on these guys. I definitely don't know much about old Cade Johnson out of South Dakota State here, but actually, let's not do Tylan Wallace. Let's do Amon St. Brown. Amon Ra. Yeah, you see, this is... Whew, computer is lagging. We ain't got all day for that right now. Let's just go ahead. Go with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's a good pickup. Good contrast to the big guys they've got there already. Man, the Chiefs are hard. They've got everything, right? Like their team is pretty set. Like, who do they really need now? Do they still need a center? Ooh, they could still use interior. Plus, you don't know what you're going to get with Kyle Long. Let's go with Quinn Myers here. I like that. Who do you have the Bengals taking? Should we just do a recap real quick? We're almost done. After this pick, I'll go back and I'll scroll through the second round here. We can see who we got. The Bucks are back on the clock. They went with... A lot of people have them taking a quarterback. I've seen Kellen Mond here a lot. I just don't see them using a day 2 pick on a quarterback because they are all in this year. Like, if Brady goes down with an injury, your best bet is still going to be old Sunshine. What's his name? So I'm telling you, there's so many names in my head right now that I can't. Wow, if Chiefs got De'Ami Brown, that would be insane, especially after Tooney and Brown Jr. Yeah, I mean, they're when you have such a deep roster like they do, man, it's easy to make really good, valuable picks because you just get to pick up the top guys that are available still. Ooh, Javonte Williams would make sense here. He's gonna go somewhere in the second. I don't know if I want to get rid of him here just to do it. Let's go with them. Ooh, I like the idea of Aleem McNeil here. Let's go with the defensive interior guy to take over for Sue eventually and relieve him. Yeah, we're gonna go with McNeil. Ooh, Tommy Togiai. I think he's gonna be somebody's gonna reach on him. All right, let's go through the first round real quick. Jump into the third. 4:15. We got Morik to the Jags, Campbell to the Jets, Ojulari to the Falcons, JOK to the Dolphins, Asante Samuel Jr. for the Eagles, Tevin Jenkins for the Bengals, Cosme to the Panthers, Eichenberg to the Broncos, Elijah Moore to the Lions, Barmore to the Giants, Kelvin Joseph to the 49ers, Javon Holland to the Cowboys, Pat Freiermuth to the Jaguars, Rondale Moore to the Patriots, Vitu Melifonwu to the Chargers, Elijah Molden to the Raiders, Aaron Robinson to the Cardinals, Dylan Radunes to the Dolphins, Kyle Trask to the Washington. Terrace Marshall to the Bears. Walker Little to the Titans. Jackson Carman to the Colts. Dickerson to the Steelers. Forsythe to the Seahawks. Bolton to the Rams. De'Ami Brown to the Chiefs. Boogie Basham to the Browns. Jabril Cox to the Saints. Tay Owen to the Bills. Ooh, you know who I would have liked for the Bills is Trill Williams there. Amon-Ra St. Brown to the wide receivers. Quinn Myers to the Chiefs. And Ali McNeil to the Buccaneers. The Jaguars are back on the clock. And I wish it would cross tight end off after we go there. That's one of the things I like about the Draft Network. We're not going to double down on that. And we went tight end, tackle too, right? Freiermuth. Did they have 3 picks? No, we didn't. We passed on tackle. Okay. So the problem with passing on tackle for a luxury pick like tight ends, now it feels like you need to go one. Man, Jalen Mayfield, this is another one. This dude, here we go. Ranking being higher than the ADP. This guy is definitely a pretty solid option here. And I can Mond in the 3rd. All right, Superman 800. We'll definitely Mond in the 3rd at some point. Not sure where yet, but we'll find somewhere. Vikings now go. They went. Did they have a pick in the 2nd? Or they traded that. Yeah, they didn't have. They must have gotten rid of that. So that must have been part of the trade. They got Darisaw, which I'm conflicted on that. I feel like the Ezra Cleveland pick is almost wasted now, but maybe he improves. Let's go with Ronnie Perkins here. Stop his fall. He's a good value pick at this point, of course. And see, they hype up this guy Jamar Johnson. His ADP in this is 109. So. Yeah, Tony, I wish they're still so new that you got to cut them some slack. The Draft Network is usually doing some pretty good work over there, though. But I would have liked to have seen them. I feel like making it to where you can jump in at the 2nd round, it's not that difficult. Like, don't make me go through and manually do all the trades and stuff. Is this a good place for Javonte Williams? Poor guy. Or do they go... Ooh, do they go with Kellen Mond? Poor guy. Let's do it. They got to get some insurance, man. They don't know what's going on. And he's a local guy, too. All right. Falcons now. Kyle Pitts. And then we went with Aziz. That's right. Ooh, Richie Grant would be a good pickup for them. There's actually some pretty good... We've been neglecting these safeties. I like all 3 of them now, though. Let's go with Richie. I feel like he makes the most sense for them. All right, Bengals back on the clock. We have gone wide receiver and tackle. Pretty solid. They could still use interior offensive line. Could get a replacement. Let's go with Joseph Asai, actually. Miners over Dickerson for the Steelers in round 2. I can see that, Bubba. Eagles are going wide receiver and corner. Do they pass on all this talent here at safety? Oh, Creed Humphrey's still on the board too. Let's stick in. Let's go with a linebacker. What are the linebackers available? I feel like the linebacker dries up real quick in this draft. So if you need a linebacker, your team better. That's part of the reason why I think the Cowboys went with linebacker so early on is that they knew that no, there's still some pretty good. These are some pretty good guys left. Let's have them reach on Chaz. All right. Tackle, linebacker. Definitely not going quarterback. Let's have the Broncos find themselves another line. Let's take a peek at their depth chart, though. They've got such a... I feel like they have a complex roster. They definitely do need somebody for Juwan James, but, you know, they paid him good money. They're going to make him earn it, right? They need Lloyd Cushenberry to step his game up. Yeah, interior offensive line is probably one of their biggest needs. They still definitely are going to go with a edge rush at some point. I don't see any guys that would fit their scheme super well. Ooh, Togiai. Let's look for that. Yeah, let's go interior. Wyatt Davis. Bam. That's the easy one. Ooh, Greed Humphrey would be good there too. Oh, sorry. Who is this? Tim. Sorry, I just snatched him up right before you. Alright, so the Lions now have gone. They're all in on Jared Goff. Let's get the new defensive coordinator some pieces to work with. They could definitely use a safety, but they could also use a corner just in case. What's his name? Doesn't pan out as well. Sean Wade, man, how the mighty have fallen. This corner. What about safety? Let's take a peek. Who are the Lions projected starting safeties? Oh, that's not gonna get it done. Oh, okay. Javante to the football team makes sense. We shall see. All right, we've got. Oh, they definitely. Man, Corn Elder. I liked him so much coming out of Miami. He just hasn't really developed the way you would like. Yeah, they could definitely use a safety. Let's go with Cisco. All right. Panthers. We still going offensive line here? They could definitely use a interior offensive lineman now, right? We went with Eichenberg. Pretty sure. Paradis. Oh, yeah. They could go interior for sure. Should we go Creed Humphrey? I think that Matt Paradis is not on that long of a contract anyways. Man, Javante, this would make sense, especially because they're probably still reeling from what was the big boy's name? Antonio Gibson was solid though. That's a pretty decent little group, but there's nobody. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Antonio Gibsons that are kind of like one and done. They're one hit wonder types. Yeah. I go with you, Super Ravens fan. I can respect that choice. They definitely need to have a like solid offense, or at least a solid scheme going down. Cowboys. Oh man, this pick right here, I always lean towards. Where is he? This is my guy right here. I want him so bad at this pick, like. All right. Giants now. We went with Barmore, right? In the second. Tim, what's his name? Creed Humphrey could play guard. He could start at guard, move to center. Let's see. So we went Barmore. We went a wide receiver earlier on with Kadarius Toney. Kind of a reach. Let's see. They could definitely use some interior offensive help. They have a weird offensive line because you just don't know how the pieces are going to shape up. They got a weird logjam here. Oh no, did they get rid of him? The big guy from... Oh no, Nate Solder's still here. They got him bounced down to the 3rd string. Dang. Alright. Matt Pert, they just drafted him last year, right? I can't remember what round he was. But that was... I guess the 3 probably means 3rd round. And then didn't Shane Lemieux start for over Will Hernandez last year just because Hernandez was playing poorly? So offensive line all around I could see for the Giants here at some point in day 2. Let's go with Brady Christensen here. Brenda, who you giving L's to? Alrighty. Chargers. What did we do for them in the 2nd round? Alright, we went corner. That was a solid move. They still could use interior offensive line also. Slater was nice, but who's that for, Tony? Is that for the Giants? They need an edge rusher. I don't know about Rashad Weaver though. All right, we're gonna have to burn through some of these. I'm gonna probably hit up the speed move here and burn through some of these picks here, guys, because babies are not gonna sleep but for a little bit longer. And I gotta be responsible and whatnot. Let's see. Oh, Patriots forfeited. Sorry. Kendrick Green. Go for it. Y'all feel free to shout out some speed round picks. First one I agree with will be the pick. Ready, go. They definitely still need some... I wish my internet wasn't acting so ridiculous. That was pretty funny. I'd be mad about that too. You almost can guarantee that division rivals are not going to trade. 6'5", 270. Ooh, 10 sack. That's why he's so high on a lot of boards. He had a good year. Productive year. Yeah, let's do that. That looks very, what was his name? Man, this is how it always goes around the end of the draft season. I've just got so many names that I forget, like guys that... Everson Griffin, that's what I was trying to think of. Guys that are in the long-term memory, man. They just, they seem to fall out. All right. Oh, man, these guys. Raiders again. Let's go. They definitely could use... Let's go Onwuzurike. That's a good pickup for them. Oh, is that another Washington player too? I mean, he didn't play in the Alabama-Clemson game, so he might not even be on their board. Oh, back-to-back. Let's go with... Mike Mayock. You're killing me with your unpredictability. Oh, they could still use offensive tackle, I think. Let's go. Let's find them the next best offensive tackle. Or see, I still feel like... I think that even though they've got Leatherwood listed as the right guard here, I don't know if they draft him that highly with the intentions of playing him at guard. To me, that looks like we think... Oh, here we go. Trey Smith. Big boy. Also played tackle. One of those two will definitely be your starting right tackle, I think. Oh, sorry, Tony. Jamar Johnson would have been good. Michael, Javonte Williams, Antonio Gibson is not enough to hold down a running attack for an entire season. Running backs they don't last that long. He kind of feels like a one-hit wonder anyways. All right, Dolphins. Man, how many picks have we had? Too many. Redunes. And JOK. All right. They definitely could be in the market for a pass rusher or interior. What's this fella? What's his story? Deo Odingbo? I don't even know. Running out of steam here already. Ooh, that's a big boy too. I kind of like the fit here. All right. Divine Diablo this early? I don't know. I just don't know about that one. All right. Let's go. Let's just sort by the interior defensive lineman. This website going so slow right now, man. I think everybody and their mom is trying to do a mock draft right now. All right. Ooh, let's save Marvin Wilson out of Florida State here. I don't think he's gonna fall that far, honestly. Somebody's gonna be enamored with him. All right, Washington back. Let's see. We've gone offense for the last 2 picks, right? Let's go with the tight end. Let's see what they need. Brevin Jordan makes sense for them. He's got a little bit of fullback in him too. It's the ground and pound kind of offense, I think. Bears back on. Who did we want earlier for the Bears? Didn't they want a lineman of some kind? Terrace. That's right. They didn't have any more picks, so they definitely need some O-line help. Let's take a peek at who all is available here along the O-line. Dermott, yeah, I definitely think that Amon-Ra gets picked today. Too good of a route runner. Those guys don't typically last too long. Those guys are such good second and third round values too. All right. What's their style here in Chicago? What kind of offensive linemen do they like? Oh man, they like big boys, but Ben Cleveland might be too big. Oh man, what's Deontay Brown still doing here? Man, that's the easy one right there. Everybody wants a piece of that Alabama O-line. Oh, sorry, Tony. Too slow. All right, where's my man Tommy? Back-to-back Tommies. That's what I'm really hoping for the Cowboys. Get at least one of the Tommies tonight. I'll take both of them, but give me one of them. And Javon Holland. All right. Have we gone? We didn't go wide receiver for them, right? Yeah, we went tackle for the Titans, and they definitely are going to need to fix that wide receiver situation. I don't think it's terrible, but they lost a lot of receiving production this offseason. Ooh, Tylan Wallace. Am I missing something on Josh Palmer? Yeah, I don't think so. This is just another one of those guys they have ranked way too high. What's that guy that works for PFF with the long hair? I think he does their rankings for the draft. I'm gonna go with Wallace here. I swear I do, just like probably watched a guy in one game you fall in love. I mean, everybody does it. You fall in love with a guy, and then you just you rank him. You feel like you need to stick your neck out for them. But let's go Johnson here. Finally get him off the board. Yeah, appreciate you. I swear the team and the player would be sweet if you guys want to toss out some suggestions. No problem, Mark. Willie Woods, good point. Preach that. That you could put that as a disclaimer for every mock and every year. Tony said we like the bad ones. That's pretty funny. How about Kyle Long just dissing you guys like that, man? That's savage. And then going, dissing you guys, and then going to the rival of his dad's team. World's full of babies now. Well, this is true. I got 2 of them upstairs. I need to hurry up and probably get to. Let me check my monitor on my phone here. We'll make sure they're not screaming their heads off here. That would be terrible, right? All right. Steelers, we went Dickerson, right? Oh, no. They're still out. Nice. Steelers went, quarterback. I don't see them. Quarterback might be a need for them, but I don't see them drafting a quarterback this high. Did we get a tackle? I know we want Landon Dickerson, but did they have another pick? Nah. All right. They definitely need tackle. Like, I can't imagine drafting a running back before your offensive line was put together like that. What were we thinking here for the Steelers? Nope. Sorry, Bubba. Took Tremble. I don't even know. Let's just go with a Notre Dame pumps out good offensive lineman. Can't say I know much about Robert Hainsey. Rams, we went linebacker, right? We went Nick Bolton for them. Corner? Nah, they don't need a corner, do they? I feel like I just assumed that Ramsey, he's got the whole field, right? Oh, no, they did lose a lot of secondary in free agency this year. That's right. David Long, man. What's he doing? Taylor Rapp, what a bust. He's got a nice little niche, but let's go with Thomas Graham. Nice speedy wide receiver or cornerback. Browns, where did we go with them? We went Boogie Basham. That's it, right? All right. Oh man, I got 2 picks here coming up. Oh man, look at all these picks still. All right. We went edge. Got some Clowney insurance. Let's go with Bobby Brown. Is Milton Williams, is this a pass rusher? I feel like they definitely need like a good 3 technique. Like 5th round. Damn. Oh, he's got some good sack production though. And this looks like a good fit. Let me just peek the next guy though. I really like Bobby, but wow. I guess, see, this is an example. His ADP and rank are very, very different. But he's definitely a bigger boy. Let's go with Milton. You think the Browns need a safety? I don't know. I like I'm not even gonna try to remember names anymore at this point. Grant Delpit. I like Delpit. They just signed John Johnson. I think they're set. I mean, Delpit, you never know if you're gonna get what you expect out of him after that injury, but I think it was an Achilles, right? Or was that Greedy? One of them had an Achilles. All right, Vikings. We went edge rush. They went tackle. Let's go with Adarius Washington. He's good value here. He's been hanging around too long. He's a little bit undersized, but they got to find a free safety to replace Anthony Harris. Browns back on the clock. Did we go? They haven't gotten a linebacker yet, right? So let's get them a linebacker. Even though, here we go. Keep him in Ohio too. Oh man, isn't Baron Browning the one that's like super athletic though? I feel like I like Browning more than Werner. Yeah. and their linemen or their linebackers are real stiff. What's his name? Sion Taki, real stiff. Anthony Walker, real stiff. Jacob Phillips, Mac Wilson's still there though. I can't remember what it was that made him fall, but he'd be a solid pickup. Ooh, they didn't go linebacker, right? We went wide receiver for the Packers. Yeah, I know who I'm taking with them. Going back to linebacker again. This guy can only fall, but so far. This is crazy. Why is Dylan Moses so low? Oh, you guys can't see. Yeah, speaking of athletic linebackers, man, wow, not nearly as impressive. Get out of here. It's the off-field stuff too with him, right? Doesn't he have off-field issues? I can't remember all these off-field issues. Ooh, McGrone. Let's go with Cameron McGrone here. He's a nice little athletic linebacker too. All right. Bills. They feel like they've had a lot of picks. We went corner. Yeah. Oh man, Trill Williams is still here. But let's see. Star Lutulele coming back. Ooh. I like Davion Nixon. I think he's going to be a pretty solid pickup. Somebody's going to get a steal with him if he falls this far. Ravens, they went edge. They went wide receiver. Did they have a pick here? I think they were early on. No? I'm blind? Am I missing the Ravens here altogether? No, maybe not. All right. Let's go value then, because that's what they're all about, right? Got all these weird. Oh, here we go. Let's go with some defensive line. Calais Campbell can't play forever. What's that other big boy's name down there in Baltimore? Let's see. See now here, I could see maybe a quarterback for the Bucks. Maybe. I still think that you get some side-eyed looks from Brady to the scouting department if they went through with this. Maybe some wide receiver depth. Maybe not. Let's do it. Let's get Davis Mills here. He'll probably be gone before this. But I mean, you gotta start planning for the future eventually, right? But see, the problem is I don't even know if Bruce Arians is there for the future. Like Bruce Arians is probably gonna roll out of Tampa at the same exact time that thank you, Jerome. At the same exact time as Brady. Like he's old, man. He's already retired once. I don't see him hanging around too long. All right. The Patriots. Stephon Gilmore didn't get traded. Still not too soon for that. Too late for that to happen. Shaun Wade or Paulson Adebo. I'm gonna go with Adebo. Did he opt out? Man, this guy he lost out on so much money by not coming out last year. Some of these dudes, man, it's really such a shame. I feel like if I was one of those guys that, yeah, he did. If I was one of these guys that came back, I wouldn't have opted out. You've already sacrificed so much. Like, you had to take that chance. We didn't really know what we knew about, COVID and stuff. Like for poor old Gregory Rousseau, I think it's him. His mom worked with COVID patients, so it's like he probably would have felt like a hypocrite or like a failure as a son if he had just gone in at the same time, we had what's his name saying that football was probably going to be a terrible spreader of COVID. Turned out to not be as terrible. But so many of these dudes lost so much money. All right. Chargers, we went tackle, guard here. Who was second round? We went corner. All right, so we covered most of their needs. We covered their PFF needs at least. Some of you guys think I should go on offensive line for the Ravens. I feel like we've already... Did we not do that yet? That's right, we couldn't find their second pick. Yeah, they probably could. Who is their offensive line? We'll talk about that later. They got another pick. We'll hit up offensive line down there. Let's knock this out. I'm trying to finish before 5 o'clock. That's the goal. We've hit their top needs here. So let's get them. Let's find them a tight end for Hunter Henry. You guys know anything about these tight ends? Mr. UVA here myself barely even could tell you much about Tony other than he's a more of a blocker. Hunter Long. Replace one Hunter for another. Hey, Mitch, that's a great point. It opened up the door for a lot of other guys to get in there and make a name for themselves. So, like Terrace Marshall, he would probably not be going or projected to go at least where we would expect if Jamar Chase had come back. Jalen Phillips might not have been. I don't even know what the timeline is for his transfer to Miami, but he at least picked his number after Gregory Rousseau left, right? All right, Saints back on the clock. Can't remember. Then went defensive end, and then we went linebacker. So let's give them. Man, these freaking wide receivers are so bizarre. You guys are right. It's totally a weak tight end class. That's why I want to get old Tommy Tremble. I think he's going to end up going a lot sooner because he's not even really much of a receiver, but he's got such a versatile sort of skill set that he could develop into a good receiver maybe. Let's go with Nico Collins here. This guy has not had great quarterback production. Super talented. I feel like he was pretty highly recruited too. All right, Cowboys back on the clock. We've gone Parsons, Tremble, Javon Holland, Tommy Togiai. They could go. This could be the spot where they finally find themselves offensive linemen. But yikes. Riley Moore was on Chris Sims' top 5. I don't know about Chris Sims anymore. I feel like the Mac Jones thing really wow, he's still here. The Mac Jones thing, man, really makes me question a lot about some guys, man. I don't know if he's a fit with this Cowboys offensive line. They like a little bit more of smaller guys. They're not into the road graders as much. Now, I know where he's going. He's going the very next pick though. Mitch May, Kyle Juszczyk. Yep. Almost nailed it. Almost Juszczyk. Juszczyk. Man, these are terrible. Let's go with another corner, just because Javon Holland is not strictly. He should not be this low. I'm gonna go with. There's so many other good ones. Ambry Thomas is pretty solid too. The Cowboys could definitely double dip in the secondary. Maybe not today. They're gonna probably trade. I didn't do trades, obviously. They're probably gonna trade up in this second round. That was more than likely the point of trading down, is that then you can take the best player, Trade back up for a corner. Yeah, press man heavy. I'm good. I'm going to go with Trill. I think he's absurdly ranked in this. Big dude, big corner. Him and Afitu, man, this is one of the biggest cornerback duos in college. .6'2". Yeah, oh, that's right. And he played in the slot for them. It's bizarre. So he's definitely a flyer. You have to make a lot of projection for him, whether or not he's going to actually fit as an outside corner. I don't know why they wouldn't play a guy with that kind of size. There we go. This is the easy one. Ben Cleveland here. Makes up for last year's first round. I think he might have taken over for Hemming at Georgia. Lions. We've gone. Didn't we go safety for them last? Or corner maybe? These are all comp picks, right? Went Elijah Moore. And then we went Cisco. That's right. So let's get them another corner too. They could actually probably benefit from a smaller corner. Let's take a peek. We haven't looked at a depth chart here in a while. Let me double check on the Lions. I know that they Jeffrey Okudah wasn't all that impressive. Amani Warrior, I feel like he was actually more impressive as a rookie than Okudah's rookie season, but this dude, man, isn't he like 6'3", St. Juiced? I could have gone with him for the Cowboys too. That would have been a pretty solid pick. Ooh, Mitch May, you were right. I've not taken Nasruldeen yet. Once again, almost nailed it on the spelling. Yeah, this dude, massive. Class. He's just a G. It's hard with their defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn. I don't know what he's going to be looking for in his corners. I like Trey Brown. I feel like Aaron Glenn was a slot corner. I think Trey Brown might remind him a little bit of himself. All right. Dolphins. Didn't we skip one? Were you guys saying that I should have gone offensive tackle or something for them, or offensive line? I think that they like their O-line, to be honest. Or that was the Ravens. Never mind. And we did go with Raduns. So yeah, I think their offensive line is set. Did we go defensive interior too? Yeah. All right, so now we're taking luxury picks. 5 minutes, 4 picks. We got this. Running back here. That's probably. Ooh, there we go. Michael Carter, Khalil Herbert. I'll go Carter. Man, now I'm trying to find a place for Nasruldeen, Mitch. Maybe the Saints. I mean, I only got one really option here now. They've already gone linebacker, although if a guy like that is available and they like him, you know. Let's they definitely need to, the Rams need to focus on that O-line. Their O-line's getting pretty old. I mean, how many more years can Andrew Whitworth play, right? Oh, David Edwards was a good pickup for them last year. Corbett. I feel like he's a tackle still, though, right? Maybe they're grooming him to take over outside. I think that they have more of a need at tackle, just in case. Let's go with Spencer Brown. I've heard decent things about him. All right, and we didn't go. You guys wanted offensive line for them, but we didn't do it. So let's take a peek. Do they not have a decent Tyree Phillips? They actually could use, yeah, they do have kind of a need all along the offensive line, interior and offensive tackle. Josh Myers, James Hudson, Aaron Banks. Didn't you say Hudson earlier? Somebody said something good about Hudson. Who studies offensive linemen? Nerds. Ooh. I always feel so bad for these dudes that declare early and they come from like real obscure schools like Cincinnati that are not known for producing a lot of talent. I could see this being a good pickup for them though. And you know what, Mitch, we're gonna make it happen here. Come on, man, my computer is crying here. Let's go. Yeah, this is another one. He's hiding because the rankings are terrible. There we go. We did it. We made it before 5 o'clock. Man, those are long, dude. That's tough work here. Let's look at these terrible grades. All right. That's definitely an A+. Definitely an A. These are all like really good value picks here at the top, man. There's gonna be a lot of they don't like Sam Cosmi. They would probably preferred Eichenberg. Elijah Moore. That is good. That's such a good pickup for them with Jared Goff. Those two would probably be best buddies. Probably felt that Kelvin Joseph was a reach. Probably is, but Trey Lance was a little bit of a reach to some degree. Landon Dickerson got a C+. Wow. A lot of good grades here. I mean, I feel like you can just pencil in C+ for the Seahawks. They gave De'Ami Brown a C+. Wow. Going might have been a little bit of a reach, but they got a big need there. Everybody else, man, we got some pretty solid grades here. We do say so myself. Here we go. We had a bad streak here. Maybe some, I don't know why that's a C+. That's great value. Great fit, too. And screw you. You don't grade Tommy Trumbull. I grade Tommy Trumbull. Kendrick Green. Man, and see, I wonder if this is just, if all of these A- and stuff are all because the value is just so high for a lot of these guys because there's just so many highly rated players that are still available. Infinite Gaming, those are your dream picks for the Panthers. Awesome. Tony, actually, it is a lime seltzer. I was actually drinking a beer earlier because I've had
5 o'clock.
this is 3-notched local Charlottesville beer here, 40 Mile IPA. But yeah, I have to drink seltzers because, you know, once you're old and stuff, you can't just drink sodas and stuff all the time. It's pretty unfair. Oh, here we go. All right. So they didn't like Nasruddin and they didn't like Spencer Brown, but I mean, everything else got pretty solid. Panthers, that's funny. Sorry, Infinite Gaming. You liked it. PFF, they hated it. Jaguars, it's hard to get less than a... Maybe it's because you went twice with the O-line. Did we? Did we go... We went tackle and guard, though, right? I mean, their whole offensive line needs help, to be honest. Yeah, Tony, I don't understand that. Creed was a really solid pickup at that point. Good value. I mean, once upon a time, he was a first-round prospect, so... 49ers got a C+. See, they didn't grade... It's kind of lame, because you'd think that they would just... They didn't actually include their grades here. So all of these were graded on a curve that you didn't get a grade for your first-round pick, which is kind of important. Here we go. Where was the other Panther? So they went Cosmi and Did I pass him? Yeah. Sorry, I'm flying. And Creed. Yeah, I mean, that's... Cosme and Creed are great, great duo there. I think these picks are based minimally on the position need, and like it's all about value for them, which makes sense because it should be. I think the good teams do draft based on value, but I'm still shocked at some of these grades here. It's like it's either an A- or a C+. Like, come on, switch it up a little bit, PFF. You can only hate on the grades, but so much because not a lot of other sites will give you a grade at all. So, but yeah. Any questions? Any things that people would like to point out from last night? What you guys thought? Yeah. Leaderboard. Oh wow, these are individual. Wow, that's crazy. Jets fans have been going hard on the mock drafts here. Let's see. Oh, okay. So this shows you the fan base size plus the draft stock size. Yo, Minnesota Vikings fans showing out for the draft, man. Holy cow. They definitely don't have one of the largest fan bases. So for them to show up third on the amount of drafts completed, that's pretty impressive. And they were, middle of the pack. Like they're not, they don't have one of these top 10 picks, like top 12 picks or so, like the rest of these teams here. I'm surprised that these, of course, the Patriots fair weather fans are not in there mock drafting themselves Mac Jones on the reg. I'm surprised at the 49ers fans only coming in 11th here. Once again, the Mac Jones stuff, man, probably pissing them off. Captain Miller, the Eagles took Asante Samuel Jr., so that just made too much sense as far as the fit and, his dad playing there. Just made way too much sense. I guess we should go back over these, right? Well, I guess we kind of did with the grades, right? Yeah, Asante, I mean, they pick at 37. He was an edge first rounder, so, like, he makes a lot of sense there. Vikings always have 16 picks. Well, and then they just traded down, too, so they just, increased their value on picks. All right, fellas. I think if you don't have anything else for me, that was fun. That was a lot of work. But I think that beer made me go a little soft midway through. Definitely wasn't good for the stamina. I felt like I needed something to sort of loosen up a little bit. But yeah, any reaches? I feel like Jackson Carman here is a bit of a reach. Take Owen was a reach. But overall, man, I feel like everybody's going to leave. Who did Arizona take? I wish you could sort them by team. That would be cool. I feel like everybody's going to leave tonight feeling like, assuming your team doesn't just botch the whole thing, you're going to leave tonight feeling pretty confident. They went Aaron Robinson. I don't think that they have a third. No. Everybody's going to leave tonight feeling pretty good about the value that you get. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how things shake up. I really hate grades after one day, man. Like, you can't grade a first-round pick because teams have a projection and a plan for their second and third rounds. So, like I mentioned earlier with the Bengals, they pass on a Penei Sewell because they think that they can get one of these three guys at pick 38. And if you've got close to a first-round grade on these guys, make your quarterback happy, man. Sorry, Mitch. Yeah, the beer, it wasn't brain fuel. I felt like my recall for the players' names got even worse. That's when you shotgun the next beer, old man. I felt like it was already questionable jumping into a 3:30 mock draft with a beer in my hand. That's why I had a lime seltzer ready to go for the second drink to hydrate. But all this talking, man, it's hard. Like I don't talk a lot throughout the day as it is, so jumping into a 2 hour mock draft or whatever, talking nonstop is kind of tough. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Appreciate you guys, Victor. Appreciate the super chat. Good luck to you guys tonight, and yeah, I'll be back with. I'm gonna do full draft grades. I'm not gonna do first round or whatever. I'm gonna wait and do a full mock draft or full draft grades for every team, and then I'm gonna try and get a 2022 mock draft ready to go for Sunday or so. So, or at least I'll start working on it on Sunday or Saturday night maybe once the draft is over. My wife should be back on Saturday night, I think. I know Sunday morning. I can't remember. Yeah, I agree, Roth. Tevin Jenkins is gonna be a steal for somebody here, but all right, fellas, good stuff. This was fun. See you guys next time.